so excited because today we're talking about one of my favourite food groups, types, things, cheese. I am delighted to be partnering up today with Seriously Cheese to celebrate their fantastically delicious and versatile Seriously Spreadable. Oh my goodness, made with real Scottish cheddar, this is more than just spreading on a cracker kind of ingredient. And I'm going to show you that today because they've challenged me to 5 challenges. You'll be able to see a lot of them on my Instagram over the course of the month. But for today's challenge, they've asked me to come up with 1 basic recipe and 5 variations using Seriously Cheddar. Challenge accepted. I'm so excited. It's blooming delicious. For today's basic recipe, we will be doing potato croquettes by using our seriously strong spreadable cheddar. Seriously strong. Got my braces in, like it's hard, man. Spreadable cheddar into a delicious potato croquette with a lovely crunchy panko breadcrumb outside and a soft, cheesy, oozy, delicious centre. You are welcome. Let's get started. Rolling on the river. Okay. Rolling on the river. Okay. Potatoes. Oh, it's like stars in their eyes. Into a pan of salted boiling water, we're going to go in with 750 grams of potatoes I've already peeled, and this is going to make about 15 croquettes. Pop the lid back on and we're going to let these boil away for about 10 to 15 minutes or until they're part boiled and you can stick a knife into them and they're soft enough to get the knife through but not falling apart. I feel like I gave you a lot of instructions there. Basically 15 minutes all will be well. I'm going to call like turn or something and then I'll like edit it in. That was quicker than I thought it was going to be. It's really quite dizzy. Right, our potatoes are lovely and soft. I'm going to drain these off. Potatoes drained. And I'm now going to grab one of my favourite kitchen utensils. I mean, this is not necessary, just a simple masher will do you absolutely fine, but we're now going to mash our potatoes. Mashed potato. Whilst you've got lovely hot mashed potato, we're going to take a whole pot of our Seriously Spreadable. It's made from real Scottish cheddar, so it's got that real cheddar taste. So it's brilliant in your cheese sandwich. It's like a really speedy cheese sandwich. But it's also so versatile in loads of different recipes, and I'm really excited to take on the challenge this month. A whole pot, and we're going to stir that in to our mashed potato. Now, it's not going to curdle when you melt it or apply heat to it. It melts out and goes almost like silky and makes this all buttery and oozy and delicious. Now add in 2 egg yolks, which is going to help bind it, and we're going to season it up with some salt and pepper. It's the building part. I love this bit. This is always fun. This is like child's play, but for adults and with a delicious meal at the end of it. I love it. So in this bowl, we have salt, pepper, and 150 grams of plain flour, 2 egg yolks, and 100 grams of panko breadcrumbs. And we're going to coat our potato croquettes. You're going to grab yourself a golf ball size lump. We're going to roll it into a slight oblong, slight sausage shape really. You're going to dust it in your flour. You're then going to dip your dusted croquette into your egg wash and then straight into your breadcrumb. I'm going to just toss it around and coat it. And then just repeat. Right, we're now going to drizzle these with a bit of oil just to help them go gorgeously golden brown, and then they're going to go in our oven at 200 degrees for 20 minutes or until they are beautifully golden. We're now going to crack on with our variations, and what's really exciting about having this base recipe is that you can now make it your very own. So whatever flavours you fancy, let's build them into our potato croquettes and make something really delicious. If you're stuck for ideas, however, here's a few that I love. Number 1, Nduja and parsley. So we're going to do as we did before, boil up your 750 grams of potatoes, rice them up into a mash. Going to go in with 2 large free-range eggs. Going to go straight in with our 90 grams of Nduja paste. It is essentially a soft salami paste, so it's got a bit of spice to it and some lovely meaty flavours too. 1 pot of Seriously Spreadable. going to speckle this with some emerald parsley. So you just want to chop off about half a bunch and pop that into. Bit of salt and pepper for seasoning. So you can also have some fun with the crumb and adding flavours into that. So for this one, we've gone in with a bit of cayenne pepper, just a teaspoon into your 100 grams. We're going to dip it into the flour, into the egg, into the panko, and then into the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees. Number 2, mushroom and thyme. Oh God, I blimmin' love mushrooms. So with your mushrooms, we're going to chop up 250 grams of whatever you fancy. So you can go shiitake, chestnut, button, portobello, pop them into a pan with a drizzle of oil. Then I'm going to take 6 sprigs of thyme, but I'm just going to strip the leaves only and add that into the pan as well. And a bonus, as is Seriously Spreadable, this whole dish is vegetarian friendly. So we're going to do as we did before, boil off your potatoes, rice them up into a lovely mash, straight in there. 1 pot of Seriously Spreadable, 2 large free-range egg yolks, just the yolks. Following the same steps as before, we're going to dip it in the flour, into the egg, into the panko, and you're done. Number 3 is a classic combination, pea and mint. Into a pan, we're going to soften up half a red onion that I've just roughly chopped. Depending on how much you want that bite and crunch within your croquette, you decide on the size. Once they've softened, you want to go in with 150 grams of frozen petit pois. You just want to cook them until that green is beautiful and vibrant. They're going to have even more time in the oven, so if they've still got a little bit of thawing out to do, they'll be absolutely fine and cook through then. I've got 6 sprigs of mint that I've just stripped the leaves off, and I'm going to rattle through that nice and roughly. This is going to go freshly in. So we're going to do as we did before, 750 grams of potatoes that have been boiled, drained and mashed up. Your 2 large free-range egg yolks. Of course, 1 pot of Seriously Spreadable original cheddar. You're getting the hang of this now, but you want to dip and into the oven at 200 degrees for 20 minutes. And our 4th twist, this one is a notch up on your cheese and ham combo. We're going for a pancetta and mustard. Fry off 130 grams of smoked pancetta in a pan. Once that's fried, pop that into your potato, draining off some of the oils. We don't want to go overboard. 2 heaped tablespoons of whole grain mustard. You can go Dijon, but I love the way you get these little pops of mustard seeds. A pot of Seriously Spreadable original cheddar. It's so silky, look at it. Your egg yolks and a good stir. You see the pattern. Ta-da! Oh, that was not pretty. But these are challenge complete. But there are lots of other recipes for you to get your teeth into if you go over to my Instagram and check out my other Seriously Spreadable challenges. 1 basic recipe and lots of lovely variations. In fact, technically, there's a 5th one missing. So I want your ideas in the comments box below. Come share them with me. Tell me what you fancy flavouring your potato croquettes with. Seriously cheddar. Just making everything taste like the angels have made it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Seriously Cheeses as well for partnering up with me on today's video and for the whole month. I'm so excited and so proud to be working with you guys. So thank you very much, and I shall see you all next week for another delicious recipe. I actually might just take a spoon to the pot. Bye!